Rick, we're missing the Brett Kavanaugh jury.
We just also, Shane Dawson just posted The Mind of Jake Paul Part 2.
One, who the fuck is Shane Dawson? Two, does he
Zach,
have
we're
some sort
talking
of
about...
psychology degree to be doing this?
Nah, he's just a dude.
Alright.
He's talking to, I think, like a real psychologist or psychiatrist, I forget which one, but about
Is he remorseful? Does he just pretend he's remorseful? We see like videos where he says he is, but is he? I don't know.
You guys' videos both look like garbage.
Zach, do I look like real pixelated?
You mostly look like a mosaic.
That's cool. I like how, I was like, oh man, we're missing the Brett Kavanaugh trial, and then like, you immediately were like, oh, we're also missing the Shane Dawson video.
Yeah, it just got posted. Like, I saw the notification as soon as this call started, I was like, fuck.
What's that?
The Mind of Jake Paul. Boom, 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 boom. Going. Oh, it's going. Okay, so welcome to Science Show, video show. This is the first week. Usually we're a podcast, and this week we're a video show. I don't know if we'll do it a lot, but sometimes I want to try it. I am here with, as usual, Zach Show Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this episode of Zach Show Live here on Science Thursday.
And Tree. Tree also. We're usually on podcasts using the Anchor app, but we're using the new Skype features today to record our call. This is a show where I go through like science articles, and I just talk about, latest science research and news and stuff, and I just pick my favorites.
We kind of hit on everything, from 0 Kelvin to 273, so that's a pretty big range.
Usually, I'm on the podcast called That's All Folks. That's usually where this is published. I think we're going to put this on YouTube because we want to get better SEO and stuff.
The thing that I just like about the podcast that is different here, I don't have to show my face on the podcast, you know what I mean?
It's true. That is a slight inconvenience, but only a slight one.
I feel like if we publish on YouTube, we gotta show our faces, our dirty mugs.
Yeah.
Our dirty mugs and our coffee mugs.
They might not want to see it.
Well, well, the thing is like we were trying to pretend to be like Drake tracks and stuff on Spotify, and nobody was finding us on any of like the podcast searches. So we're just going where the flippin' audience is, which is YouTube.
Oh, so this is another toolkit from the toolbox.
This is another attempt at making it big and getting discovered.
One of these is gonna work.
This is like a Keenan and Kel episode where I'm like, guys, YouTube.
The entirety of any one of these shows is really just a Keenan and Kel analogy.
And I feel like every time we start another one of these, I'm kind of just like, oh, here it goes.
All right. So you want to actually talk about the science this week? Because this is kind of up our dang alley. I was so mad that we didn't do this last week because this story was so good.
Oh, yeah. Wait. So
octopus on ecstasy. Scientists tested MDMA on octopuses, and they got really cuddly and nice, which many people don't know. I guess octopuses in general, or octopi, are aggressive creatures and don't really hang around each other. So they gave it some of the drug, they put it in a liquid bath of MDMA, so it absorbed it into his gills, and then it just got really loving.
Well, at first too, it was put in 2 separate tanks.
Yeah, I'll put a diagram up here. It was in a center tank, and then on one tank in a separate tank, there was another octopus enclosed in a cage for safety, and then in another tank there was a little object also in a little cage, and it was like is it going to want to play with this object by itself, or is it going to want to go play with the other octopus? And time again, these octopuses went over and hung out with the other octopus, and exposed parts of themselves that normally they don't expose. Like, I'm guessing like the
Vulnerability.
wiener. I don't know.
Yeah, what
The wiener.
in
I don't know.
there?
I guess like the softer parts. Like, I don't know.
I just can't. The only thing that runs through my mind when you say it that way is just like a skirt flying up, like they just like flew. I don't know.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
It's
there's
like,
no video of this. Like, I
there
was looking
has to
so.
be. I think there should.
Nah.
I think there is, right?
I wish there was, but I didn't see any.
Dang it! I'm sure
Yeah.
they're gonna test drive this. If
I
they
looked it up on YouTube, other people talking about this, and they just showed like B-roll of an octopus, which is probably what we're gonna do.
Oh man.
Maybe put a beat over it.
Yeah, there's so many good squid and octopus videos on the internet.
You think they're just kind of just like pushing their arms out of the way and just like exposing their like ink butthole? That's like kind of just like
Yeah.
like
You know, have you guys ever? Do you guys know what's underneath that squid skirt?
There's like a beak.
Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people know that.
actually
But
that.
you didn't know that?
They have a hard beak.
Like, is
Listen
that
to
the mouth?
this.
That's like what they crack crabs open with and stuff, I think.
Yeah. So
Let me Google octopus beak.
they're water birds. But check it out. Do you want to hear the most brutal
Yeah.
advanced biology lesson was that I had to do in school?
Yeah.
We had to dissect a squid, like, and it was very small. Over the course of like a week, we basically had to mutilate this squid. Like, day one, it's like, chop its legs off and see if they move. And then the third day, when there was like basically nothing left of the octopus, we had to take the beak off and sign our lab documents with ink, with squid ink, and the beak at the end and say like, job well done, you pass.
I mean, I think the rest of, I mean, you dissecting anything is kind of just like mutilating it. So that's normal, but I think that signing at the end was kind of your teacher's way of having a little fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty funny. You think anyone ever wears like a squid or like a octobeak like necklace?
I think there probably are. I'm gonna check Etsy right now. There's a couple octopus beaks inside little like tiny jars. So in conclusion, that octopus thing, they just said the crazy thing about it is like, you know, the octopus in a lot of like neuroscientists' mind is like one of the furthest things from human minds, but also really advanced. So it's like you look at it as like this is like another super alien but advanced form of intelligence. And so they're like, would our drugs work the same way even? Like, are their brains so different that these drugs that do this certain thing to us, would they do the same thing to them? And it turns out, yeah. So there's like some fundamental way that drug works that like is like continuous across
Like
very divergent brains, I guess. It also shows that serotonin has a hugely important role in mediating social interactions right across species. So they say it's like serotonin is just like a big deal these days. A lot of people talking about it. I can't even believe the scientists did this, honestly. Like, it seems like something I would like suggest. Like, if we had an octopus, I would be like, we should feed MDMA. I wouldn't do it because that's animal abuse. But like,
I know. I wonder how many times they had to test it, right?
But I just think we still just have no idea how these things work, and so this is interesting. You know, it's something super fundamental, I guess.
We might have fried that guy, and we don't know.
Nah,
I mean, like
we should.
But I don't know if they would have released that because maybe they actually like monitor it for like a month after, and if it would have been fucked up, they wouldn't have released it.
Nah, I think it's okay. I wouldn't like to know if there's any long-term changes. You know, is it nicer in general now?
Yeah, I want to know if like after, do you think it would become like a yogi?
Oh yeah.
Octopus yogi?
But they dropped some like white t-shirts in, and they were like they pulled them out. They're just tie-dye.
Dude, I have a shout out to the scientists who did this. They got to do cuttlefish next because cuttlefish have that like they have like a TV screen on the side of their body, And
What?
I want to see what the flip kind of designs they do on psychedelics on their skin.
Oh,
You know,
Fish. Wait, I thought.
dude, get into the cuddle boys
Oh my god, wait, hold on. Well, I'm not. Am I thinking of the
at the
ones that
scientist.
wash up onto the shore? Are those cuttlefish? The one? No. The ones with the shell on the back with the gross legs and they have blue blood.
Oh no, those are horseshoe crabs.
Oh yeah. Okay, so cuttlefish. You know what's
Cuttlefish are another cephalopod. They just they look weird. I'll put a picture of them on the screen so you can see, but they have really cool, their skin can just like make every color of the rainbow in it instantaneously. They're bonkers.
incredible? I mean, you know what the craziest part is that you're supposed to buy cuttlefish bones for your pet
I
birds.
know. They're one of the most intelligent, interesting animals there is.
No.
Well, do you want to move on to the next topic?
Oh yeah, I
Can
know
I
what
can,
these are.
can I freshen my cup of coffee? Would you mind?
Sure. Well, you have to play some music while you're done.
Actually, I'll do that too, I guess.
Oh, oh yeah, cuttlefish. Holy shit. Oh man, they're super cute. Cuttlefish are the eyelids that help them in seeing what is behind them.
Yeah, there's some really cool experiments with cuttlefish blending into like hilarious like tanks,
Yeah.
crazy colored tanks.
I didn't realize because like they're really big, but Jackie's bone is really small. I have a pet
It's
cockatoo.
like the center bone. It's sort of like it's like
Like the spine have
it's
this
sort of like a pit, like a
cuttlefish
peach
spine.
pit. I think it's like a peach pit of an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it like a mango pit.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost yeah.
Every time.
I think like the cuttlefish bone is just in the middle.
Yeah, it's literally in my mind, it's indecipherable from a mango.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the center of its head. It's just like
Uh, ah, God, the sea is so uncomfortable. There's so many weird fucking things down
there
here.
was this the do you remember like a couple of months ago the scientists that said that octopuses were aliens? They thought it was like it was panspermia, like the DNA for octopuses
Yeah.
arrived on a asteroid. Yeah.
But did they say cuttlefish specifically?
They were saying all octopuses, I think, like
Yeah,
cephalopods.
there's so much mythology around that. I mean, you would
And then
think.
all the other scientists were like, "Shut up!
It's definitely
You're
folk.
stupid."
Yeah, it's fucking folklore. People say that about dolphins too. Like, I want to believe it so bad that dolphins are panspermia.
What is
Um,
pants? Yeah.
It's like the
basically
theory
when the
that
universe jizzes into the ether and then it seeds planets with human life.
yeah, it's like the idea that like
This.
it's like the
Was
idea
that?
that well, you know how like so like they think like how do like insects get on islands? How do rats get on islands? They hitch a ride on a log and for somehow they got to the island.
Usually
The idea
ask.
is like that but on a universal level, like some rock hits a planet and then stuff shoots off the planet, but the animals are somehow strong enough to make it on that journey to another place where they can then start a life again and change a bunch. That's like panspermia.
Does that make the universe a vagina?
Mm, it's more like kind of
All
like
these
flowers,
things.
right?
Like,
It's kind of like everything is
dynamic,
like
yeah.
shit's floating around. Sometimes it
Yeah,
works
but
out.
even in floral uh biology terminology, there's the thing called the stamen, which is
Yeah.
basically like the flower dick.
Dick, yeah.
And there's the pulpa or something like that is like the vessel where is that right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's also very yogic and very phallic.
Is it pupila?
That might be right.
Okay. Now we're talking about space. Do you guys have your thing pulled up? There is
Custom space junk. I think that's
yeah.
a great.
This is actually a follow up to we talked about this before on Science Thursday about this thing that they launched to catch space or trash floating around or orbiting around our planet because there's a lot of space junk up there and it's starting to get dangerous. If you saw that one scene from what was that movie? with the fast space junk, Gravity or something.
Oh yeah, where it almost pulled Sandra Bullock into spaghettification.
No, she's got shoot, right? Like she just got like hit by a bunch of space junk because
And her
her
friend.
ship blew apart and then
Yeah.
it went around, orbited once, and then it came back like fast as bullets.
Yes.
Like, yeah, so that's like a real thing.
I
Space
love
up, like shit up there is flying at like so fast.
Can I just say, I have no idea how we're not making more movies like that. It takes the setting as space, because I want to see more like anti-gravity footage, like to that fidelity. That was so fun to watch.
I think it was like really extremely advanced CGI, like new techniques with robotic cameras.
Yeah.
So co-funded by the European Commission, the 100-kilogram removed debris satellite was launched to the station in April as cargo on a supply mission. So it's out there and it caught some trash is what happened. Last time we were just talking about how they were launching it. It's got a net that it nets things with, like Batman. If you look at the YouTube link right underneath it, the video, you can watch it in action. You see what it looks like. I don't know if this is real footage, but you can see the net launch like a Batman net gun, and then this thing's swirling around it. It lassos around it, and then.
Oh my god! Is that our first space drone?
That's like our first space catch. Like it's a garbage man for space. This is what this whole thing is removing all that space junk so Sandra Bullock to keep Sandra Bullock safe. Was that Sandra Bullock?
I think it was.
I think it just took like a world, like, you know, it just took Sandra Bullock being in that situation, and we're like, you know what, no more.
Can't let her go.
We put Sandra in danger. We will not let Sandra get hit by a floating fucking Arizona T-can. That's there, freaking Arnold Palmer, tall boy.
Seriously, do you think that they have some Arizona?
Oh wait, sorry guys. This really big bullet point here. This was the test. It launched a small object to act as a dead satellite, and then launched this net at it. So that was a test. This is a test.
Is that real footage though? That's real footage.
I think it really is footage, right? It looks kind of CGI.
It's definitely CGI. At the top of the article.
What? No. The YouTube video link in the document.
Yeah. Oh, in the document.
Yeah, there's a Guardian link, but then there's also a YouTube video I found. Actually, also from the Guardian.
So we're basically right now in 2018 really going hard at just picking up all the shit from everywhere that we've created.
But there's a lot of little pieces.
Yeah, just like the ocean, the microplastics.
Yeah, this orbiting shit. They said there was a dent on one of the some sort of space thing. I can't remember. It was like the space station or something. They were like this window got dented, like as if a car hit or a rock hit your windshield. Yeah. And they deduced, I believe, that it was just a fleck of paint that had come off of something else, and that fleck of paint was moving so fast that it broke a window. So like this thing was catching like a moderately sized like satellite, something like this big, you know, like. But the danger is really like, what do you do about, like you said, like I don't know, they're just like micro fragments of things up there. So this is a good solution that you're not gonna fucking explode. Like something this big hits you at that speed, you're a goner. But I guess a fleck of paint will just like, I don't know. I guess this fleck of paint would have like passed through your hand probably, right?
Yeah, like you're impaling your body with just like I don't know, tiny flecks of shrapnel and plastic.
So that stuff's up there too. So this thing is good for like big pieces of trash, but I don't know what they're gonna do about those like tiny pieces. They're still kind of a problem.
How fast do you think are the solar winds up there?
I don't know.
How fast is that tiny piece of plastic traveling?
It's because of the orbit, though, right? It's not.
I know, but like, there's a speed to it. So
I forget.
I want to say roughly 80.
80 miles per hour.
Oh, now I gotta look it up.
So the International Space Station is moving at 17,500 miles per hour, and a satellite moves at 6,000 miles per hour.
80 miles per hour.
When I said 80, I meant 80,000 now.
So you want to move on to the next thing?
Sure.
What are you looking at? Like, you could pick up the next thing on this doc if you want. What do you want to?
Oh, there's a few. I mean, I was thinking of SpaceX. Elon's month.
This is some old news from about a week or two ago. Did you see this? Elon Musk. This is from the BBC. Elon Musk unveils first tourist for SpaceX moon loop. So
Bad boy though. He's been real bad.
this is like the person they're like the celeb they're sending around the moon as like publicity / whatever. One small step for business.
Oh my god, is this the space news anchor?
No, this is some Japanese fashion mogul that Elon has picked as like the guy that he's like, this is who's going on the codename BFR, big fucking rocket that's going to go around the moon in 2023.
Oh, it's an artist entrepreneur. And so this is about the person? Oh my god. So they're going to be like the social media manager of space?
This is just like their first experiment for their first trip around the moon, looping around the moon.
Yeah, but they're sending this guy, this artist.
Yeah, his name is, let me see, Japanese billionaire and online fashion tycoon.
Yeah.
Yusaka Maezawa, age 42.
Yeah, he's gonna create content. He's creating fucking content.
Yeah, for sure.
Musk.
Yeah, and he's taking a bunch of people that he chooses to go with him.
God. They're turning it into like an art show. This is fabulous.
You like this?
I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, that's a very astute kind of like, that's a smart PR move. Like, not only PR move, but marketing move. Just because you know you're gonna get something poetic, not just like content.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
He's inviting 6 to 8 artists from around the world to join him on the trip. They will be asked to create something after they return to Earth.
Yeah, they're just gonna create some like highly shareable content, some memes maybe.
You know what's crazy though? I looked up this guy just to like, I don't know much about him, but I looked at his site, and one of the most popular things on his site, the Zozo suit. So Google that, and it shows like a little diagram at the top, like step 1, measure, and then step 2, order, and then step 3, fit. I actually just want to see what the flip this is like, you know? I want to kind of order some Zozo clothes.
Oh, wow. Do you like, is it like Warby Parker where they, not really, but kind of, where they send you something?
No, because it's like a tailor. It's like flipping like whatever the most modern version of a tailor is, because instead of having a tailor come and measure you, you're just wearing this suit that is like.
Wow, that's really impressive. That's a really cool idea.
Let me see if there's like a YouTube video of the Zozo suit. Somebody using the Zozo suit. Oh yeah.
Zozo suit. Dang, I freaking didn't know that the tailor industry was being renovated.
But you can kind of see why Elon would send this guy around the moon, right?
Yeah, I could not have imagined a better candidate. Like, it's insane.
Can I
make
a prediction for the next piece of space content?
Yeah.
Logan versus AI rematch in space.
Look, I don't want them on Earth, and I certainly don't want them junking up fucking space. Please don't send them up there.
Do you think that we can like justify a little bit more space trash just by throwing that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I think Logan Paul will go to space eventually. I could see it happen.
Yeah. Okay, we only have we got about 10 more minutes left in the show. Do you want to go through these other stories? We got like 2 more.
Yeah.
Or a couple more. Well, this one's just kind of cool. Hydrogen train.
Wait, can I just ask one?
No.
Wait, can I just ask one more thing about Elon Musk? Does anybody, can anyone give me like a short synopsis on why he's been a bad boy? Because all I know is that he's been a bad boy. But I really like looked into why.
There's like a lot of reasons. He's been really like loud on Twitter lately and just like yelling, like the kids that got stuck in that cave. Yeah. I remember he was like trying to build a custom child-sized submarine to rescue him out. And then
Yeah.
some other guy was like, Elon, we don't need your submarine.
And stick his submarine where it hurts. Just had absolutely no chance of working.
And then he called that guy a pedophile. And then like everybody's like, whoa, what and then the guy's like, well, he didn't say he wasn't, so he must be. And then the guy's like, I actually am going to sue you now. And then he's like, oh. And then Elon was like, I'm going to take Tesla private. We're not a public company anymore. And then he's like, never mind. And then it's like a lot of stuff.
That's
He's
the part
basically poop de scooping. Like,
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop.
a big theme on this show has been like people just, because of Twitter and because of social media and stuff, there's like this idea that you just gotta just say whatever's on the top of your head, and that's like the coolest thing you can be. And yeah, so Elon's been poop de scooping a lot. Smoking weed on Joe Rogan's podcast was a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Smoking that stanky poop to scoop.
Wait, hold on. I know the part that I don't get is the transition where he was like name calling this. I think he was like some sort of one of the firemen or something that was sent. So he was like this honorable man.
It was out of nowhere.
Right? But then the part about taking the Tesla private, what was that? Or is that just a separate incident? Because that's the part he actually might get in trouble for. He actually might.
He said never mind, but it was just basically like him being like, I don't like having all these shareholders telling me what to do. If it was just man control, we'd be so much further.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a really good impression. Poop day scoop, dog. I think so. We're like at number. Who are the other poop day scoopers? Definitely started with Trump. We're gonna start with Kanye because Kanye would come back with that track. Yeah. It was
Kanye's been poop day scooping at like award shows for years.
Yeah. So then the most notable next poop day scooper is probably Trump.
Yeah.
Or Logan Paul. Then Trump.
They're rapists.
Then Elon Musk. Those are our four. Wow. In American culture, anyway.
And then a close one after that is SEO show, probably.
Yeah. We're the latest in poop day scoop.
We should draw that graphic.
What?
You guys want to move on to the next stories though?
Yeah. Let's do like one or two more.
Yeah, my skin is just itching and to get to this next topic.
Ooh.
Oh, turning your skin into a Bluetooth speaker.
Ew!
That's right, folks. You've heard it. It's not science fiction. Your skin could emit sound.
Wow.
You just
Oh.
boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna get implants with them.
Hold on, I gotta hear it. But
I want to get like bass things in my nipples that just like.
Definitely.
Are you guys looking at these things?
Graphic.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. I'll
put that in my ass too.
It sounds like
a big bass beat. You just drop a huge.
Yeah. Like, by the way, the technology right now is so shitty that it sounds. I think I heard it. It's like.
Yeah, it sounds like garbage.
Play it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can hear it. It's not great right now.
We're basically at the technology level of a Victrola or something, or even worse. Like, to put it in our skin.
This is good news for like lo-fi like noise bands.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
It would be cool. I mean,
can you imagine being a performance a performance artist or like a dancer, and then just having your skin like having a beat drop?
That is so weird. I just don't know what the hell you would use that for.
I'm trying to.
They want to like make it like a mass product. They said they want to make it sound better. It can also be a microphone. Like it's not only a speaker, but it's also a microphone.
Spooky. That's bad.
I mean, who cares? It's like whatever.
Yeah. No,
it's
but
just like it's kind of like why. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but why is what I was thinking. It's like I was trying to figure out some applications.
What about
performance art industry? But
what if you put some speaker, some like a layer on the inside of your ear, and just like have it always there instead of like having the AirPods? You just got like
that could be
some skin that just makes noise and also picks up the sound.
Well,
There's
yeah,
a
that could
purple
be. That
root
could
at the
be.
bottom.
Maybe like if you like if you've been holding in a fart for a really long time, like maybe it'll be like embedded in your skin all the time that when you finally have to fart, you can like make it play like some ambient sound so no one will hear.
During the fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, like cancels it out somehow.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the last thing? The hydrogen trains.
Sure.
I'm gonna read from Engadget. The world's first hydrogen train is now in service. So it's a hydrogen powered train. It only emits water, I think, like water vapor.
Could you put some like Propel in there and drink it? For some reason, I feel like it's probably water, but it smells like farts.
I don't really know what to say about these.
Dang,
Maybe we should have just ended it after the last one.
well, you can't always win them. Where is this fucking bad boy? Oh, it's northern Germany.
Yeah, they ventured service in northern Germany, the first hydrogen-powered trains, marking the start of a new era for sustainable travel.
Basically, they got the train going.
They got the train going. It's a real inspiration for other hydrogen trains to start up. You know, you don't need that diesel shit anymore. These things.
We've been wanting these since I was born.
Did you look at the train footage of what they look like?
I imagine it just looks like a bullet train.
It's a train. It looks like a train. I mostly put this in because like there's one fan of the show that wanted us to talk about renewable energies, and this is
really?
you know.
That was a special request.
So, all right, thanks for watching the show. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, this is the first YouTube one. So, if anybody's new from YouTube, we have a bunch of audio episodes of the show and other shows on That's All Folks podcast.
You can get
also Zach Show Lives.
You can click the link here to check those out.
Yeah, we'll be back with SEO. Are we gonna do a video SEO show too?
Maybe.
Let's try to.
Okay.
If not, well, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thanks for watching. Tell us what your favorite science type science is, and then I'll keep my eyes peeled for that too. What your favorite story was, what we did bad. I know it's like a kind of sloppy. Whatever.
We do know, I feel like science news is a real kind of like safe haven from any of the other news. It's really like anytime I see some good science news, it's just like so fun. But yeah. I wanna know what you guys are interested in. Like if you're not following main kind of topics, but you like science news, what do you want to hear about?
Yeah. Like I tend to look at a lot in animals. I tend to look at a lot of neuroscience and stuff like that. I mean, I kind of have a groove. I don't really. There's a few places I don't really care. Like we did a lot of space, and I don't normally care that much about space. But.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to be well-rounded. So I mean, those are like, I don't know. To me, those are like, I mean, it's gonna get more granular. So keep in mind, like, none of us have like a master's in any sort of science. I guess.
Yeah, maybe Sean will be on sometime. Sean has a degree in biology, so that's not nothing.
We're just science enthusiasts.
I'm enthused by it.
Right.
Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, and hit post notifications. And we'll see you next week. Is that it?
Don't forget to review us in the Apple Store or wherever you are listening or watching.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wait, I'm hitting stop recording.